Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of the Seercast.
Very special.
Very special edition. Today we have Runic Lord.
Is anyone else?
Hello, spam.
Shiraki. ERNJ.
Hi.
Thorlah.
Hello. Guys, so you know what's going on? We get enlightened to listen to them, and he'll pass on what they say. They can hear this.
Yes, they can. Yes, we can hear that.
Yeah, they have verified that they can hear this.
Hello.
Anyways, Fang.
Hi.
Walter's in the chat, but our special guest today, we have Ballor.
Hi, I'm Ballor.
We have Kitten at RUNEFEST.
Hello, I'm Kitten.
What?
I'm Blizzard.
Lime.
Hi,
Also at
I'm
RUNEFEST.
I'm also at RuneFest.
And we have Mod Jack.
What? Hey, I'm Mod Jack.
Mod Osborne.
Dave.
I am Mod Osborne, or Elfborne.
Mod Elfborne. Mod Rowley.
Mod Rowley here.
Mod Stu.
I'm Mod Stu, this was easier than last time.
And Mod Timbo.
Mod Timbo, hello.
Also, we have Blizzardi and we have Mod Raven. Thank you.
We have Mod Raven showing up. Nice. So we have a very full
A
house
little bit
here.
of an intro.
Yeah, we're a bit messed up at the moment.
Yeah, we're a bit behind.
Doing this via headphones, and I'm the interpreter, which is why you may hear me translating the questions over.
Yes.
And
Later,
I have to-
do interpretive dance moves.
Oh no, I'm not going to do interpretive dance.
We've already decided on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, since we have a very full house, I'm gonna kind of let Lime and the jmods do most of the talking here. But
All right.
we have
I can do
several questions. We started by sending them a list a couple days ago, actually yesterday.
Yep, we sent them a list. They have all gotten copies somewhere or another.
They-
via Mods 2 who printed them all out and gave them to everyone.
Hey.
And Mod Osborne's going to win it.
Okay, so I can do a bit of an intro.
I couldn't answer any questions.
Yeah.
We don't know the answers.
You can just wing it. That's fine.
Oh, well, yeah.
Winging it is fine.
That's what we do anyway.
Time. Gotta make an intro and then just everyone can say it.
Alright, just...
They have one for theirs, like just one for.
Oh,
Okay.
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Seercast. Today we've got some of the most godly jmods ever. Ever. Capn Liem, Ballor, hello. And of course, right next to me, I'm sitting on. So, yes, what a shame.
So yeah, we're recording 2 casts at once here.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're recording twice
Well
at
played.
once. We've got a laptop, we've got an iPad, which we've been kindly trolling. So we've got a microphone, and yeah, we've got headphones
A
and
half-broken set of headphones.
Lime is our translator, so we will do our best to get the questions across.
Yes.
So
So
shall we get started?
yes, we should get started.
Alright, let's get started.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the first
totally.
question, courtesy of Lime, is what's a lore?
Yes, first question is, what's lore?
What is lore?
Yes. Yes.
Perhaps let's tighten that a little bit. What does lore mean to you?
Well, wait. Alright, Fang says, what does lore mean to you?
I'm Mod Jack's got to give an answer.
Oh, no, I can't answer that question.
Yeah, because it's different for us than it is for anywhere else.
Exactly.
What lore means. Go on, you're always banging on that.
Hang on, I'm confused by what you're talking about.
The lore in anywhere else. So lore is, back history, the sense of,
As opposed to what?
as opposed
I
to
don't know what you're talking about.
Not that.
lore has exploded out within this game. It means
Yeah.
quest. It means story. It means character. It means so many different things. People who say they're interested in lore are essentially saying they play the quests.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to me because that's very different from saying that I'm into the lore of Wales. That's the country.
What is the lore of Wales?
There's a dragon.
There's a dragon.
I was much
Oh wait, no.
I thought the law of
There
Wales
was
is you're not allowed to kill dragons in Wales.
There was this text that I made up, which was Lime's guide to speaking Welsh.
Oh
and
dear
basically,
God.
I'll show you a bit later. It's amazing.
God.
You're not coming out, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
I get the feeling.
I have an answer.
I get the.
What is law? Baby, don't hurt me.
My answer
Are
is
you satisfied now?
fascination, appeal, all the things that embody me.
I hate you both.
It's reason, it's meaning to do stuff for a lot of people. You know, without it, it's just
Makes the world less arbitrary.
getting numbers, which is a bit boring for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Don't hate on the math geeks.
Hey now.
Yeah, I'm on to
You
it.
can love numbers and law.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
I like numbers and lore.
Balance. Lore is the reason why you play the game, though. Like to me, it's the reason why you do everything in RuneScape.
Quest
The reason,
afterwards.
yeah.
The underlying narrative makes
Correctamundo.
Knit it all together and make you really enjoy it. It's to me. Or,
Show you why things happen.
yeah, exactly. Like if there was no, if I didn't enjoy any of the stories or didn't understand the stories, then it would make any sense to me. So,
Moments in darkness. Awesome.
like that, yeah.
Beautiful.
It's alright if we take a technical difficulty break, because I'm seeing the battery on here and it's getting red.
Oh,
and I'm
thanks for coming, Raven.
You can take it.
I need to Photoshop an actual technical difficulties. So, be right back.
Also, beware the power of lemons.
Quest Mastery Tape.
No.
Oh my. What would you have on your Quest Mastery Tape?
There is an entire forum thread.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What would you have?
except for Last Ride,
What would you have on? Sorry.
As a requirement for it.
A requirement.
We have a forum thread.
it's a cape made out of lore books.
You carry your whole library.
Yeah, you just have them all sewed together.
Like,
Yeah, you just sew it all together.
And you can right click operate and read any one that you want at any given time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quest Mastery Tape's in-game already. You can get it if you can get Last Rider's Part 2.
Oh no. And
Oh god.
rip Kitten.
Rest in peace. Kitten, you're doomed.
Requisite.
12 PvE heads exist for Last Ride.
Hey, extra time! Yay!
Yay.
I'm not actually sure if any of the questions pertain directly to Raven.
Funny stuff.
We have a man here who is stated to hate fun.
Okay, I'm gonna do...
people try to steal our Osborne.
Yes.
And has waved it.
Okay, I'm gonna
His thieving level was not high enough.
I'm going to try and prioritize questions from Raven, since you said you need to go soon.
So,
I can hang around.
Question 6.
Oh, question 6 apparently Shiraki suggests.
Ilrock.
Yeah, that's a good one for Raven.
is that
can we carry on with the questions, because I've gotten the battery.
Okay, we can carry on questions. Kitten's back in action. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that. Alright, so question 6. Which is Zamrak related, apparently. No.
Billrack.
Dragonkin.
What you meant to call the Dragon King?
Yeah, the question is...
Any information on what Billrack meant when he called Dragonkin the Enders of the Great War?
And that's from Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
So that's from Bill Rat's journals?
Yeah, Chronicles of Billrack.
Yes.
Yes.
Some turned up before in the rock.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Not really.
No, we didn't.
What Raven said was the Dragonkin did not show up in the original God Wars, but they showed up after, right?
I know they showed up before.
No, they showed up before.
They... Oh, because they annihilated Captain, they annihilated other places. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Places that I think...
Billrack.
Because he kind of jumps all over the place.
Yeah. So Bill Rack has been to a number of other worlds.
Yeah.
So Bill Rack has kind of ported in Laura
Confirmed?
and the Warlock Beast.
It is
things
now.
Like that.
Yeah.
So,
my theory is coming true.
Amoscut is fangirling because his theory is becoming true.
I just focus on him traveling to other worlds and the fact that you just kind of making me go crazy.
Not that again.
Even
That never stops.
I love it. I didn't know Amoscut was on the other side. That's amazing.
Yep, we've got.
Yep, that was him.
Yeah, Amoscut is Fangride.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Alright, so keep going.
We talk about Chris now. Oh yeah, well, Chris L had an intent that the Dragonkin would play a part in the God Wars, actually, when he first wrote the Ballor chapters.
Yeah.
We don't feel that is true. What we're doing is we're changing this a little. And that the Chronicles of Ballor will talk about a great war that takes place in another world.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that the Dragonkin, when they followed, it may well be Ketsy.
I think it could be another thing. I mean, they did murder Ketsy, but if the war was against the dragon.
Yeah.
So it would need to be another one.
But the joy is that we've got 461, in which we're going to be, I mean, it's not currently in the works, but 461 allows us to tell some stories, and one of those is Billrack's travels. And this will include the going to other worlds, and Gorho, perhaps Thok as well, is going to be involved in 461. We're basically scrammed into a story that we really want to tell.
Can I toss another Dungeoneering question? Sway?
Wait. Amoscut wants to toss another Dungeoneering question.
This one's a little more, it may just be something that needs changing, but the reborn mages and warriors, in their examine, they say they were brought back to life by the strange power. How does the supposed death of a Majorat bring these things back to life?
Okay, so Amoscut's asking about the forgotten mages and warriors.
The reborns.
The reborn mages.
Yeah,
sorry.
they're only in the warp floors.
Who are brought back by this strange power, and he's wondering how does that work? How does a death of a Majorat, which is what we're thinking is happening? I'm putting that right there because I don't think that's happening right here.
I'm in agree.
Also, how did they generate
forgotten
warriors?
Reborn. Things from the Phoenix Lair, they're down in the warp floors, and their examine descriptions say brought back to life by the power.
The Billrack, for a start, Billrack was the one that
caused, not like crazy.
It's so hard to word this.
Yeah.
Words are difficult.
We're going to confidence with Billrack. Please wait and see. There may be some interesting comments in a quest that's coming out next year that might be called Zamorak Quest.
Interesting.
The teaser is real.
You guys are just making my theory thread like overflow with excitement right now.
He's still fangirl.
Someone say something about Zamorak?
What's up?
Ask Osborne what the Dragonkin corpses in the Wildy are about.
Alright, Mon Osborne, Runic wants to know what the Dragonkin corpses in the wilderness are about.
Current Dragonkin corpses?
Yes. Like the one, I think they're the ones that have 2 dragon heads? Are those ones?
They just look like kind of you know that angel that's
Yeah,
that like that.
So that's a really good question. I mean, certainly my theory about them is that Kevin has done a number of experiments. Some have been far more successful than others. Some have been complete abominations. A lot of these have found their way into the wilderness. The wilderness has almost been this kind of casting out your dead weight, the green dragons, etc.
The gigantic trash heap.
A gigantic trash heap wilderness, and that's the Carapax eater.
Carapax trash heap is the wilderness. Confirmed.
Geographically close.
And that's gone along with him torturing babies.
So good.
Clearly a wonderful and intelligent individual.
Yep.
Do you know what Carapax would say to these questions?
No. I mean, who needs morals anyways?
Yeah, no kidding.
You didn't have to write it.
I can kind of butt in. While we're on the topic of Dragonkin, I know Walter sent me a very large amount of spam about, by spam I just mean Skype text, about pretty much what's the point of dragon tools and armor, sort of like considering how it ranks to the player, what's the point of them needing it and then putting up another forge to continue making it, and where does it fall in the timeline, and what's sort of, what's it about?
Isn't it?
It is now.
I love Dragon now.
Go!
Stop trying to put it on Freniske. Stop trying to put it on Freniske. Titan!
Sorry?
What's the point of dragon armor and tools to kind of in relation to the Dragonkin and us? Like, it's kind of cruddy armor to us, not necessarily for high level, but how come they needed a forge for it and all this other technicality?
I had some stuff about this in the backstory I wrote for the mining rework.
Okay, so you know a bit more than
which was just that. Well, this was my theory: was that this dragon equipment is just what they made. It's not. They didn't make it to be particularly special. It's just the basic quality of equipment that they make. Yeah.
Do they find it stylish as well?
So this is like
it's interesting.
All their foreheads right now.
Yes.
I think that it's more like they're iron. Like we make in real life we make iron into steel and like these weird alloys of titanium and like that.
Okay.
And then we send them up into space with space shuttles and stuff. Yeah. So this is like their basic iron.
Yeah. It just so happens that it was significantly better than anything that we had up until a certain point.
I mean, Dragon Metal Armor and level 60 stuff would be absolutely amazing to your average citizen in Gallifrey.
Yeah.
To us, though, we look towards mastering for things with even greater level. I mean, someone who's got magical skills is practically a god, at least compared to other agencies.
Yeah.
Very, very, very skilled.
Yeah, considering we can defy time already to work.
Yeah.
Those high levels.
I go back in time, we influence Sarah, and then...
Speaking of which, ask number 11 next. Speaking of traveling through time.
It's really obviously a salesman black and it doesn't make any sense.
Wants to ask question 11 next. Which is that one? Now that meetings of history has been brought to the forefront again, and then a less than operator with a bunch of trees. Thanks to how do you want to see our journey with Jor-El continuing? And that's from ERNJ.
Right, this is because we use the key.
Yes, the key on Saren.
That was used.
I just volunteered myself then. Breaking history.
Breaking history.
Yes.
Yes.
Breaking and beating history.
Breaking history.
Hold on.
What's the restriction on time travel? Because let's say if you go too far, you start going like back 40 years, alternate timeline, do an expansion about it.
I wanted a paradox quest.
Well, we're doing these
Technically, we already have a paradox. Where's Ballor?
Hang on. Well, now go. Hammerskett, stop talking! You're so talkative! Thanks,
No.
Alright, now you can go.
Sulking now.
Now you can go, I'm sorry. I've scolded Bang. Alright, so...
Breaking history?
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
Elder Artifact. Let's get that out there quickly. Also...
Wait, it is an Elder Artifact?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not an Elder Artifact, so it's the Elder Gods would have no interest or use for... Or, well, they might have had use for it. But breaking history, so some of the things I hate in narrative design is time travel, amnesia.
The problem with time travel is it just messes everything up.
Yeah.
It makes things meaningless. And
Yeah.
something really important happens, and then you go back in time and change it, and it means that now nothing matters.
Yeah.
Once you've got the power to 3D travel in time and alter things, no conflict has any meaning. So it's awkward for us. We don't want to undo everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Except we don't,
And one of the more appealing things of the meeting history quest is that you go back to a period of time in Gallifrey's history and get to experience it firsthand.
Oh, that was right.
There are other ways that we can achieve that without necessarily having to go back that time and potentially breaking that period of time.
You made this point yesterday. It was like the history quests were an early way to start to look at really, really early history, pre-ethics, pre-first age stuff. But now we've got the gods back in the world. You can kind of get it first hand. So we've got another delivery vehicle for that sort of thing. And memo crystals.
And I'm just thinking about how much we like the idea of gods. Yeah. As a notion, the idea of as a god on its way to ascension.
The notion of sagas gives us a lot of ability to tell stories that without having to necessarily play it.
Yeah. So, for example, Cross 61.
We can tell the fifth age stories while we're in the sixth age.
to clarify, God Sagas was a thing that was really revealed in, like, what was it?
30 minutes.
30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes.
We did not know about this.
Basically, you go into a body of a god, I guess. It's like a Dungeoneering saga, but you get to experience things firsthand. And I believe one of the examples you gave was going into Zamorak and seeing his intentions with attacking Zeros.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's really happy.
Yeah, Bandos doing that to one.
Or
Doing his own mind.
being in Bandos while he goes and destroys his entire world.
Or gets wrecked by Armadillo?
How to do that.
Gordon just suggested Zeros, like being the avatar of Zeros, right when he gets wrecked by Armadillo.
No, not Zeros. Yeah. Bandos.
Bandos. Sorry.
You go in, the saga starts, you see a beam of light hit you, and the saga ends.
Easiest development time ever.
Yep. Coming this December.
We need a call on this from the law.
I want to slide in the...
Alright, Amoscut asked... Wait, is it Amoscut?
Yeah. So Mascot asked...
Yeah, we're going way
Yeah, Mascot asked in the chat, actually, you mentioned that the Elder Gods have no use for the key, so what the hell do they need the horn for? It controls beings that didn't exist.
So, talking en masse to a planet full of Sarngar. Sorry, Gar. Tokar. For a planet-wide lots of Tokar.
So it's communication with them.
That's it. It's about communicating en masse with the like.
Perfect.
So we offer us a megaphone.
Yeah.
Okay, that was exactly what I was hoping to hear.
The Elder Megaphone.
It's like, the stuff of Armadillo is obviously not the stuff of Armadillo to the Elder Gods.
Yeah, it's a siphon, if memory serves. We have actually names.
More than you remember. That leads me to another... It leads me to...
The conduit, yeah. The conduit is the stuff of Armadillo, for example.
Oh,
the
it
one
is?
has a very different name.
The conduit.
I thought the stuff was siphon.
Well, I believe it may... I think it's Bay of the Gods it was conduit, but it may be...
Right now, we'd be looking this up. We've changed the name of a couple of things. Things have been catalysts and conduits. And
It's the conduit in Empty Throne.
Yeah.
Because that matters to the story of Zamorak and Zeros. But that's not canon.
Yet.
That'd be a fun story to tell.
Coming to Allures and Histories near you.
Yeah, we announced in the session, it's alright, that Krez is getting the lore in history.
Another reveal, Krez is getting a lore in history.
Yes!
Yes!
And everyone is going,
What's his goal?
yeah.
Did Chris ever meet Lornab?
Oh no.
I couldn't resist that one.
It's because now he wouldn't.
There's a huge geographical difference between them, I would say.
He probably wouldn't.
No.
Like, it's conceivably possible.
Yeah.
Gothic wanted a nice centerpiece, and he grabbed the statue of Lornab and brought it into the void.
Yeah. What's really nice about Krez is it's kind of a window through that you can see a lot of gods at that time. So that Krez story.
Yeah, and he has, like, he's a robot, so he has memory banks and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Indeed. Kind of.
Golden knowledge! Alright.
Yeah, you will be. I'll get you one. Okay, cool. Yeah, once released it.
Alright, so Gordon wants to go back on track, so let's go to question 2. We're jumping around.
Bye, Raven.
No, Raven's still here. Don't say bye.
Wait.
Are there any other questions that Raven...
Did I
do it right?
Fremmy's fan.
So question number 2 is, were the werewolves actually enslaved by Zamorak, or is that just via propaganda used to keep them in their place?
And following on from that, also question 3, since there's the latest.
And question 3 is also related, so this is a combo. Were the werewolves always their own race, or were they their ancestors' genetics, or genetics, altered somehow similar
Walter,
to the
why
chaos?
you typo?
That was me. That wasn't Walter.
That's a good question. That's when they created all of it.
Yes.
So I was talking to Mordana today about that one. So Mordana obviously being Mauritanian.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Thorlah asked me to hug Mordana. Yes.
Wait, done already. I think she's the most hugged person at RUNEFEST.
By a long way.
So yes, they are their own race. They are not created. They are from their own lot. She wants to do a spin-off at some point, but she feels that the Drakan storyline is more important, and my Requiem Drakan storyline is more important. But it is importantly not something that she will resolve in those my Requiem scraps. That is actually a spin-off.
Just like the day off story.
Yeah, you've got that day out and female. It's going to be slightly spun. Maybe in the same storyline. We'll look into that. But, sorry, I've forgotten the first question.
Were they enslaved by Zamorak?
Were they enslaved?
I would have thought not. No. That seems out of character.
This is just Chaos Lupus.
No.
I mean, people say he enslaves their party because it's easy to get.
He gives people a lot of power.
Yeah.
I mean, those who want to take power themselves. Yeah.
This might be more of a reference to the novels. How they handle those.
Well, so werewolves are cast as slaves now, and that is because the vampires have such a...
It's quite possible that the vampires enslaved them, and said
exactly.
they were doing it in Zamorak's name, but Zamorak actually didn't know or didn't care.
Yeah,
So it wasn't Zamorak who did it.
So it's kind of a mixture. They were enslaved, but it's fire propaganda.
Yeah.
Okay. Enslaved by fire, by sound.
Also, I just noticed that Chaos Lupus literally means Chaos Wolf.
Wow, Lime.
Wow, Lime, you are officially Runic Lord on that.
Now call me late. I should just shut off the call right now.
Lime, please.
Alright, what now?
Well, one thing, just for a time reference, I have about 20 more minutes according to these things and batteries.
That's exactly what I
So
keep moving.
About 3 minutes.
So just one battery change.
Yes.
Again, we need a technical difference.
We're going
But
to
this is great.
question 4, which is, we know the Void Knights existed in the Third Age. What exactly did they do back then? And that is from the Aquamancer.
Right, I have an answer to this.
Is there any reason to believe...
Wait. I'm still changing batteries.
Okay. I asked Walter about this on the coach. Essentially, the Void Knights were that they maintained the balance of Guthix from a more military point of view. So if you imagine the Kinshars being Chaos Knights and the White Knights being Order Knights, they were the ones that tried to maintain the balance between them, at least in later ages. So they assassinated people on either sides to try and maintain the balance of power for neither with too powerful. Then of course the Void Fists happened, and they got a bit distracted and the balance of power shifted.
Were they called Void Knights in the Third Age?
That's a good question. Probably not, given that they would have named themselves after the Void. So they would be trying to maintain the balance in a military fashion against whatever threats there might have been around it.
So it's like the Crux of Cal right now.
Yeah.
So
you're seeing the Crux of Cal, seeing the Crux of Cal and the Void Knights being somewhat, maybe even the same group that's split into two?
That would be an
It could be. Didn't specify.
Yeah, so
if you find multi later.
Alright, we'll ask Molter. We'll get back to you guys.
Cool.
Hi, Mark Raven.
If demons only projected consciousness onto Gielinor, and Krill's was frozen during the God Wars, how did Grigar take away Krill's title if Krill's true body was still on Infernus? And that is a question for Soroki, and I have been wondering the same thing.
So they don't only project consciousness on them, they just can. So most of the demons are actually here, it's just some of them are.
That's what I
Can
figured.
you tell the difference?
Not easily.
And Gordon's saying that he knew all
The
along.
reason I
Yeah, I was gonna say this is something. This was my headcanon.
various things that don't make sense. It's not meant to be. Yeah, exactly. It's not meant to be a core thing that's really relevant for beings, and it's definitely not a thing that all beings can do.
You give me a headache thinking about it.
Yeah.
And also Renador's interpretation in his Lord Runic Lord, which is probably completely wrong, was that they project, essentially they transfer their spirits to another world. They would leave their body behind. Essentially it's like astral travel. So Krill, for example, would be in our world. He's just left his body behind. Somebody else could easily take him over. That's why it's such a risk for them to leave the furnace.
So Krill specifically didn't do that. He didn't leave his body behind.
Yeah, I figured was...
I have no idea if it became a thing in the chat, but I mentioned kind of like astral projection almost of demons, like it's being able to leave their body.
Yeah, that's exactly what
cool.
I'm going to sit.
Alright, see you, Raven.
Bye, Raven.
Bye, Raven.
What? Go create some more titles.
More
Another 40 more titles.
Don't worry, Raven, bring him in so we can still say Ravens in the cast. But that also reminds me of another question, which isn't really relevant. But did Relador, right?
Bellinor.
Did he die doing the Legends quest?
Like I said in the FAQ, that's deliberately ambiguous. If we want to do another lore book with him in the future, he may potentially be alive. Most likely he got himself slaughtered.
Well
was it by
played.
Second?
Yeah. Or some kind of jungle demon.
Alright, go on to the rune crafting questions.
No, we did
Alright.
6.
Another burning
Question.
We've done
So
6.
let's go with question 7 then, which is from ERNJ. Did the Moon Clan create the pocket dimensions where the rune crafting altars reside, or did they just create the temples on Gillen?
Yeah, we're trying to work it out a little bit. So,
we saw that they just created the ruins, the thing that the altars outside.
yeah, your interpretation, as I remember, was that Guthics used the sword to slice open pocket dimensions into the
all
abyss.
these energy.
So we kind of hid away the rune altars so that people wouldn't access them, but then Lunar Clan just came in and opened those doors.
Just found a way to access them, yeah.
I think he probably didn't hide them on purpose, but
So that was
the way in which he created them.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
there you go, there's some energy, I'm gonna make some runes out.
That's awesome.
But
Orange says that's awesome.
So that was the use of the Rift Sword.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll
making players
stop there then, because anything else I say.
Also, do you approve of my title, like the name that I created for Guthix' sword? I call it the Rift Sword.
Yeah. I call it the subtle knife. I mean, come on here.
I approve of Rift Sword.
Yeah. While back.
Either way works completely fine.
Sword.
Guys, I made a lore.
That is correct, Ryan. You have
Success!
successfully made a lore.
Slime is living the dream.
How does it taste, Slime?
Alright, should we move right along to question 8?
Yes, please.
This is that one. How were the blood and cosmic altars created / destroyed? How did the wizards make it to the cosmic death and blood altars before us? Like how did the wizards tower
I think that's a lore fail.
places?
Miles.
Plot magic.
Because reasons, yes.
Like the barbarians couldn't actually reach these places to do it,
Yeah, that was. I think that was
To
a
be
Walter.
fair, can't fly to the
How
moon.
the heck? I think it was in relation to V7, V8.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask
How
about
could he
that.
possibly have gotten all these places in any way? Like, just craziness of how do you even access the altars?
Fuck,
Well,
just
when you
space.
berserk, barriers are no just like charge right through it.
Damaged ones on Gillinor that they could access, but that the altars probably have a kind of an equilibrium between. They're kind of like a network. So if you would take out certain nodes, it would shut down other ones. It would cause overloads of magic.
So, why can I see this being a quest sometime soon?
Let's blow up the water altar.
That's
fine.
No. We're not blowing up the Walter altar.
Yeah.
What? Actually, no. Let's blow up the earth altar.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
nobody uses that one.
It was in a bad spot, anyways.
Logic.
Right. What were you gonna ask? What's the next question?
Moving on.
Oh, this is a Rowley question.
Yes, Rowley
This is
goes.
hardcore Rowley.
This is very much Rowley.
Going full Rowley here. All right. Are there
Never go
plans?
full Rowley.
Are there plans? All right. Are there plans in the future to integrate Ozan into the Desert series via reworks, or will he only be showing up in future Desert quests? Similarly, are any signature heroes going to be integrated into pre-existing quests via reworks, like the Rune Mysteries reworks, or are they all getting their own separate related series in the new quests? Or is that
be known?
We should.
That's one out of the question. Got shut up.
Let's rework the world weight.
Yeah.
So Ariane.
This seems legit.
And then Ariane becomes a god for like 2 seconds, and then Slisky comes in and kills her.
Yeah. and the rework will be also made by Anna.
Well, speaking for the Sir Owen quests, that's independent of the Temple Knight series. They're set in the 5th Age, so any sequels there would be new. I'm not planning to rework anything related to it.
Okay.
Well, I think it's an ideal, isn't it? if there was all the time in the world, I would probably strip out a whole bunch of desert quests and start afresh with Ozan as the start, with all of that build up, but that's just not feasible.
No, it's not.
Osborne's shaking his head. So, I mean, as much as we've done our series, and I know that Osborne wants Ozan in those quests that was suggested, but
yeah, not necessarily in every one of those quests.
No,
because you're talking Condes, aren't you?
Yeah,
and possibly an additional quest.
See, I'd maybe see him popping up places. I think you'd want him to be in it a little bit more because he was kind of like jumping off.
Het is the Caridian god.
You mean like the god of Al-Qarid, not like the god of the entire
Yeah, sorry, rather than the Caridian.
Yeah, like the patron god, yeah.
I just almost had a heart attack because I misheard him.
Yeah, Emma-Scott just misheard you. He almost died. So you shouldn't have corrected him yourself.
I thought he said Carid-Ib, and I was like, what?
Oh, he thought you said Carid-Ib. Like, Het is the god of the Carid-Ib.
No.
All the lore breaks.
Okay.
So
breaking history, here we go.
I wouldn't see Condes necessarily.
No. Well, the Het quest being probably set in and around our grid more, it makes the perfect follow-on from those two stories to involve Ozan because of the whole banishment thing, the exile thing, and resolving that. And I can certainly see him popping up in that one, and possibly in a finale as well. But I don't think we decided.
I think the reason I'm being a bit kind of no, let's not rework the thing. I have a little sensitivity at the moment about kind of making something that's so obviously Fifth Age in continuation, cramming in something that people see as Sixth Age, and having a little bit of separation, because there are people who do see themselves as Fifth Age or do see themselves as Sixth Age. So making those desert quests and forcing in Ozan and other gods, etc. I just think I don't think that's what people want.
Okay. Wait.
Not a large scale.
That reminds me of another question that I had, which I forgot to write down in my elf book.
10 minutes.
So I was wondering, you guys had the whole emissaries thing, and you guys were adding more emissaries in, and my first
lime.
Yeah, they're saying lime. These guys they know.
We know.
Is that still going to happen? Because it might bring attention to all those other gods, especially Brassica Prime, which Gordon is going to say, no! He just did.
Which Gordon is going to say, no!
Short horror masculine desert faction.
Yeah, so the emissaries obviously didn't win that poll. Doesn't mean it won't come out. Doesn't mean it won't be polled again. You're going to hear more about something today, certainly in the Risk 2015, about ways that, you get more involved in player power. So there's going to be more methods of getting this in there. I would love to do it. I'd love to see Brassica, Marimbo, Nick Flaren, and
all hail King Itchy.
All hail King Itchy.
Emissary of
All hail King Itchy.
You guys know that we refer to Icflaren as King Itchy, right? Because of something that Robo did. The story is that Robo, he changed his name to Icflaren once, but he messed it up, and he did. No. He tried to make it look like we wouldn't notice. So he used an L at the very beginning. And I was kind of sad. But he spelled it Itchlaren. So then I went, all hail King Itchy!
It also came from.
It also came from Missing
Wait,
Prison.
guys.
Yeah, it also came from Missing Prison Death, where's Icky.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Osborne is trying to talk.
Osborne is luring.
Yeah, Moroli's kind of personal project that he wants to work is an underworld quest. Is the notion of taking the souls to the underworld with Icflaren.
There was a massive, unanimous gasp.
What Amistad's role might be in the now. She had a very different role at the start.
Cue Amiska Fangirl.
We've been asking you whether or not that you can side with Amiska in this kind of storyline.
Oh, it'd be cool.
I think Fang is lime failing.
Alright, so I just had an idea. What if there were 2 Desert Pantheon emissaries, one for Amiska, one for Icflaren?
Yeah.
Yes, support, yes!
My emissaries you do, there'll be, but what about... So we've got to draw a line somewhere, but we can get away from that, Itchy.
But technically, it's a lore fail to have an Amasket emissary, because you're not supposed to be able to follow Amasket.
Alright, apparently we only have 5 minutes, so let's
we can keep going. Do the
maybe one more
Alright,
question.
I'm not doing that number 12 question. I'm not doing that one. It's really dumb.
Come on, Lime. No,
Yeah,
but ask 10. 10. 10,
alright,
10.
so, number 10. What's significance does Nick Netchid or whatever? It can't
That black demon guy from that one jungle quest. Just call him that.
Hold with regards to Demon Lore. And what of Vaku? I don't know what a Vaku is.
So Nizik Jed is just saying. Just right.
Nah. I cannot pronounce that. I will be able to.
Vaku is what he calls.
What are the Vaku?
Because that's what demon worshippers used to be called.
Yeah, human
They were an
priests
organisation
who
of demons.
serve the demon lords.
He
during the
did
Blood Wars.
something with it. I'm trying to, someone did something with it.
It's referenced in the Legends quest.
But someone referenced it more recently, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
was it you or was it Stu?
Was it Shadow of the Storm?
Yes.
Shadow
of the Storm.
It was Shadow of the Storm because Amoscut says he yes.
I just redid that quest recently.
Yeah, he just redid that quest apparently. Oh, with the quest.
I can remember discussing with someone, I can't remember who, that conceivably it could have been a title used in the second or third ages for a particular organisation or just for a particular kind of human in general.
Or a crowd.
But I don't
Right,
think
so
we
you're
have
getting ready to hide that, right?
We don't have a specific answer, I don't think.
Maybe some.
That's quite
Alright.
satisfying, actually.
Hang on.
Without
Can I
it-
ask one more question?
It's
From
okay,
my
we're
own
getting
personal
there. We're getting there.
and I have a question. Hang on, can I please just do this?
Yes, one question.
I have been bugged about this numerous times on Twitter, but the Gnome series. Why does there have to be just one more quest? And Runic just said yeah, so shut up, Runic.
So I've mentioned this, and that is that we have changed in the past year. I would say, unless we have changed, it means I have changed. That in terms of the number of quests at the end of a series, I was in a hurry to kind of move on to the sick page. A lot of the sick page storylines, I wanted it to be filling a lot more of the quest lines. That is no longer the case. There's been a real question, so that stories should just take how long they need to take.
No, I remember that was a massive concern.
Yeah, exactly. That we were in some way rushing or bridging.
Yeah.
Stories in the process. I want to kind of make people feel okay that, with my record series and I want to tell it in 2 stories, that'll be fine doing 2 stories.
And of course the Penguin series.
And the Penguin
Penguins!
series has always been in, and will remain.
Hooray!
Hooray!
One last question before, but otherwise I'm going to be killed by Fang later. Is Grondaban Skaldron?
Wow.
Who is he?
You want to say something?
There is a stark silence from the jmods.
I see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Skaldron has always only been Skaldron. He is not the mysterious entity demon man you should be concerned with.
Okay.
Okay, big reveal.
What?
They want me to say that again. They don't comprehend it.
This is not the mysterious entity you are looking for. And somebody else in Demon 5 will respond.
Would this person be Grondaban? Or what you think is Grondaban?
Grondaban
We just need floor 61 now.
No comment to the true political.
Yeah, there was a lot of floor 61 talk, and I assume we're going to hear a lot more about that.
Floor 61 will take one of the base festivals. There's been a lot of talk.
Getting 120 done so we can get through 61.
Yeah. Oh, and, well,
they
never mind.
couldn't hear you because Runic was a bitch and was talking!
Skaldron is not the mysterious entity you were looking for.
Yeah. No, actually, it's actually Meg.
Oh god.
Meg is a Majrat.
Meg is a Majrat confirmed.
Yep. Meg is Slisky.
Meg rhymes with Dag.
Meg is actually an elder god.
The number of times you've had to say, just shut up.
So, that it?
It is.
I believe that is it. I believe we are out of time.
Alright. A huge thank you to all of you guys. I believe have all of you agreed to maybe come on for future podcasts? Maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is amazing.
It is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
And of all time, but thank you. Oh my god.
Yes.
Feel free to message us on Twitter or message
Yeah.
boxes.
And all of you there, we're going to continue coverage of RuneFest.
Please do. Please do.
Yes. And we thank all of you guys for being with us. This is amazingly generous, and thanks. That's all we can say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kitten and I will be, Kitten will be tweeting pictures because I don't have the network to do that without spending 7 cents per text.
Ouch.
And, yes, but I will be trying to record stuff. So, thanks you guys, and have an awesome everything.
We'll be around.
Thank you to all of the jmods, and thank you to Ballor, Kitten, and Lime.
Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
yes. Stu says that he is best JGod, but he's already confirming what we already knew.
Yeah, we already knew.
Let's do that.
And that is it. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you so
you guys.
much.
Bye.
Peace out. Everyone say bye.
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 And that's